We have the newly released interrogation video showing what happens when police say they caught this woman in a lie while questioning her about the death of her husband.
I'm done. Yeah.
We go back to the night that this woman hit her husband with her truck and dragged his body yards across the road, and you will hear her tall tale.
He was driving your truck?
Yes.
How did he end up outside of your truck?
I don't know. I wasn't with him. I was at my house.
Okay.
So when you showed up, he was on the ground?
Yes.
But I'll show you why the evidence proved this woman's story just didn't add up. We're on the case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. The story we're talking about today, you will see, has some shades to Karen Reed. That story happening near Boston, of course, the woman accused of hitting and killing her boyfriend with her car. In this story, we head to northern Wisconsin, to Forest County, and the story involves the woman you see right here. Her name is Mary Jane Terry. She's 50 years old. Deputies responded to a call on an October night around 9 of a man who was dead in the road. And when they got there, they say that Terry was standing over the body of her husband, Donald Britton. Here are some of the pictures that deputies took that night. Deputies asked Terry if her husband had been hit, and they say she told them yes. She then said that Britton, quote, had my truck. Here's body camera video of what Terry said next.
What do you know?
He was driving my pickup.
Okay.
Okay. And what happened?
I was watching because I'm weird.
Sure.
Out the door.
Yeah. And you were at Barb's place there? Or at the bar?
My house.
You were at your house?
Right
Okay.
next door.
Okay. So what happened?
I seen it. I seen the truck stop.
A truck stop? Okay.
My truck.
Your truck stopped? Okay. And then what happened?
Then I didn't see anything, so I ran out the house.
Okay. And what happened? What happened?
He was there. He was there. I got in the pickup and I drove it home.
Where was he at?
Right there.
Okay, so did you run over him?
No.
Oh, so what happened then? Well, how did he end up where he's at
He
now?
was there.
He was already laying there?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was scared, so I drove the pickup home.
Okay. So he was driving that truck though?
My
This-
truck.
This male here laying on the ground? What's
Yes.
his name? What's his first
Donnie
name?
Britton.
Donnie Britton. He was driving your truck?
Yes.
How did he end up outside of your truck?
I don't know. I
don't know.
wasn't with him. I was at my house.
Okay.
So when you showed up, he was on the ground?
Yes.
You took the truck and brought him home?
Yes.
You took the truck home and you left him here?
Yes.
Did you see another vehicle in the area?
No, I didn't even see him laying there. Honest to God, I didn't see him laying there.
Ma'am,
I turned around.
did you run him over, ma'am?
No, I swear to God, I didn't. I turned around.
Okay. Where's the vehicle at? I'm gonna walk with you over there, okay?
Yep.
I'll
You wanna
stay here, Mary. Right next to the bar.
Okay.
Please, no, my please.
I'm right here, Mary. Just go with him. I'll be right here.
Oh my God, I didn't run him over.
Okay. Was there anyone else outside that may have seen this, ma'am? Is there anyone else here that may have seen what happened?
No,
What's your first name, ma'am?
Mary. I'm his wife.
Okay.
You copy?
What?
He's asking you to copy.
Oh, he's got. All right. When you turned around, ma'am, did you notice that you went over anything at all?
I didn't die. I just turned around.
And drove over here?
I can't. I swear.
Before I show you the evidence that linked this woman to the death of her husband, I want to bring you a Law and Crime legal alert, because did you know that children under 21 have been diagnosed with serious conditions like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and type 2 diabetes? And research is potentially linking ultra-processed foods to these outcomes. Our partners at Morgan & Morgan are stepping in to fight to hold food companies accountable. They have decades of experience fighting large corporations, and they're ready to stand up for families who deserve justice. So if your child under 21's been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, go to www.forthepeople.com/food. You can also scan this QR code on your screen or click the link in the description of this video.
I don't even have the fob. He has the fob.
He has the fob on him?
Yes.
Okay. What's your first name, ma'am?
Mary.
So here's the story that Mary is going with on the night that all of this happened. She says that she was inside her house and she didn't see her husband dead on the ground until she left her home. She said the two had been riding in the car, but she was dropped off at home. She then got nervous. She drove the truck back to her house, which is where it is when deputies arrived. Police walk Mary back to the truck, and just listen how defensive she is from the very beginning in talking to this deputy.
Hey, Bill, is there anything on that truck? Hold on, ma'am. All right, she's going to be driver, bro.
I didn't drive it.
You just told me you drove it from the scene, ma'am. You drove it from over there in the
I
middle.
turned around and I came back.
You walked over here, or you just told me you
I
drove
walked from the house.
over there?
Yes.
And how'd the truck get back here?
I drove it.
That's what I'm saying. You drove the truck from the scene over here. That's what I'm saying. Hold on a second. No, I don't think you should go over there. I don't think you should go over there. Let's hang out here, okay? First of all, ma'am, is there anything on you at all that stick me, stab me, poke me?
Absolutely not.
Can I search you? Okay. You can put your hands down. You can put your hands down. No, I didn't say anything about you being under arrest. I just want to make sure, since we're sitting here chatting with each other and I'm kind of holding on to you, I just want to make sure you don't have anything on you that would hurt me, okay?
Billy, I didn't do nothing.
Honey, I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is your truck ran him over.
It wasn't me. I was home.
You know who might have been driving it?
He was driving it.
Hold on a second, Mary.
He's got the goddamn fob.
She just told me that he drove the truck from the bar here, or from the house here, up over there where he's at. She went over there. She didn't see him there. She got in the truck and turned around and drove the truck back.
I don't have the fob, Billy.
So we're going to be doing,
Yeah.
you want to do fields?
You also hear in that video Mary talking to a deputy and using his first name. In court documents, a deputy says that he knew Mary and knew Donald for 20 years. So all of this is taking place in a very close-knit community where everyone seems to know everyone, even more shades in some ways to how things played out in the Karen Reed case. Deputies smelt alcohol on Mary's breath and they gave her a field sobriety test. Her blood alcohol level was nearly 4 times the legal limit. And as this field sobriety test was going on, that deputy, who Mary knew personally, comes over and listened to what he says.
Billy, is he still alive?
Mary, do you want me to be honest with you?
No.
No? Hold
No.
on. He is deceased, and you're going to be charged with reckless homicide by a motor vehicle. At this point. Just being honest with you. I mean,
All right.
I've known you a long time, Mary, but that's what's going to happen here.
I wasn't driving.
Okay, Mary. So we got to do that test again, okay?
All right.
Okay. You see, tip my finger, okay?
Mm-hmm.
One more time. You watching it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go up one more time, okay? You ready?
The deputy tells Mary that she is going to be charged with hitting and killing her husband, even though the story that she has been telling is that she didn't do it, and that Donald was dead on the ground when she found him, and that she wasn't in the car, she was actually inside her house when all of it happened. Again, that is her story. She, though, keeps asking deputies, even after she was told her husband was dead, if he's still alive.
Are you telling me my husband is alive?
Huh? Here. All right, ma'am. I'm just gonna put this in here for now. I'm gonna have you turn around, place your hands behind your back.
Would you please tell me?
Actually, you can put them in front. You can put them in front.
All right. Would you please tell me?
Ma'am, they already told you what the deal is. When you talked to Billy. I don't know any information beyond what Billy told you. Billy told you what happened already, right? He was very direct with what he told you. I don't think you need me to specify that any more than he told you. Remember when you talked to Billy? Called him Billy, right? What did Billy tell you? What's going on?
He says I did it, but
No.
I didn't.
He said you're going to be charged with that. Okay? So that's what's going on. You're being placed under arrest for homicide by intoxicated use of a motor vehicle. Okay? And OWI. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're open with that load. You guys
Yeah, she can have them in
want
front.
to walk around here? Just around this way, please.
We'll double lock them so these don't get any tighter on you. Okay?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna get this semi out of here right now.
All right. You want to go do blood, or you want me to go do blood?
No,
I probably shouldn't leave.
I can go do it because you go do blood. Yeah.
I go with.
We're going
You're
right.
gonna go with Luke.
Going right to Rhineland.
Yep. You're gonna have to read her all that. Remember how to process?
Yeah. You didn't start any paperwork.
Nope.
Do
Nothing
you have
yet.
Any, her ID, anything?
Nope.
You're gonna tell me how
That
Donnie
vehicle.
is?
Hey, this truck belongs to her though.
What one?
That one right here.
That one?
Yep. This is the suspect vehicle.
Picture of it.
All right.
Can you send me a picture?
I'll just send you the plate quick,
Yep.
or I'll call it out.
Here are some of the pieces of evidence that deputies picked up from the scene that night. You can see this picture here. That is a piece of bumper on the ground. Bumper that is believed to be connected to the vehicle that Mary was driving. In this picture, you can see the back of the pickup truck, and it seems to have a dent. The next day, Mary sat down with detectives at the police station as she was in custody. And even though she was able to sleep off the alcohol from the night before, she stays with the same story that she says she doesn't know what happened and that she had nothing to do with it.
Everything was fine.
Oh, okay.
We went for a ride. Then we got in an argument. He stopped, dropped me off at home. And that big window that's in my house, I seen him stop in the middle of the road. So I went to go down there to see what's wrong, and he was laying there. So I got in the truck and I pulled it out. I was gonna call 911, but the guy next door across the road called first. That's what I remember, and that's it.
You said we, and you say he. Who are we talking about?
Donnie and I.
Okay. So yesterday, everything's going good?
Yeah.
And you guys are at home? Or
Yeah.
you said you went for a ride?
We did.
Okay. Where'd you go when you went for a ride?
We always go through Blackwell, and then take around Trump Lake, like that through and back home.
Is it like a back road? Back road?
Yeah, we
Or-
just roll around looking for deer.
Gravel road, blacktop?
Blacktop.
Okay. So you stay on like County H, that area?
Yeah,
or-
it's just around Trump Lake, and then
Okay.
we come back.
Oh, okay, I got you. Anything happen on that ride?
No,
Okay. Who was driving when you went for the ride?
I was.
Do you have a driver's license, right?
Yeah.
Does Donnie have a driver's license?
No.
Okay. Does he drive sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go for your ride, nothing happens though?
No,
Okay. What happens after the ride?
he dropped me off at home.
Okay.
And well, that's another thing. We have venison laying around all over my cupboard right now. Because we were going to cook out,
Okay.
and he left.
You mentioned there was an argument or something?
Yeah, we just,
What was
Uh,
that? What was that about?
our same stuff that we do every time.
What is this? I guess I don't know what the same stuff is.
Oh, I don't know, just stupid stuff. He'll say something about me working or whatever, and then we get into argument.
Are you guys in a relationship?
We're married.
Okay. It just kind of marriage bickering. Is that what
Yes.
the argument is? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm married. I know it happens. Like we argue. That's
Yeah.
part of marriage, I think. But nothing in particular that really set it off. It was just a comment or something like that, and there was argument. So he leaves, you say?
Yeah,
Does he leave walking in the truck?
in the truck,
Okay. And by the truck, we're talking the white
pickup.
pickup?
Could I get something to drink?
Yeah, I can give you a couple.
My mouth is dry.
Yep, yep.
For more than an hour, deputies pepper Mary to get her version of events, which she sticks to by saying that she wasn't there when her husband was hit. Deputies then tell her that her truck has the kind of damage that you would definitely notice on the front bumper that had to be from her hitting something around the time that her husband was hit.
There's multiple dents, big dents on the tailgate, not the little blue one, big dents.
I swear to God, I don't know.
And
I don't know, I swear.
when you last remember seeing your truck, those weren't there.
No. No, they weren't there.
Do you recall seeing them in the heat of the moment yesterday? when
No.
you got back?
I swear to God, I don't.
No, I'm not saying you do. I just believe that if you drove that truck, you'd see those. Not necessarily. I'm not saying when you go there and you find him, and I'm not saying you notice it then, but I'm saying when you guys went for your ride, you didn't notice this. If it was there.
Well, how the wouldn't you notice it? I have to come out my house where the truck is parked.
Yep, and it would be so. When we found your truck last night, it was parked like right in the driver's side was right in line with the front door.
It always is.
Yep. Well, from your big window that you can see everything, you would see most of this damage from inside your house. I mean, it's obvious damage.
I don't
It's
know.
Like, it's like take it to the auto repair shop damage. It's not just damage.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Honest to I don't know. I did not hurt him. I swear I didn't hurt him. No way I did hurt him.
And there's no way there was any chance that there was an accident.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I know I didn't hurt him.
And that's, I mean, I just want you to know that I think that that's a possibility. Mary, I know you know your way around a beer bottle, and you're a good drinker. And if you say you're drunk, that means you're drunk. And if you don't know certain things, and you don't remember certain things, it just makes me believe that much more that an accident happened. You're not a bad person, Mary. And
I didn't
think
do
anybody
it.
thinks that.
Oh my God.
But I think there's an explanation for what happened last night. And I think an accident is the best way to put it.
I didn't hurt him.
Detectives then decide it's time to confront Mary with the information they have and bring her lie to an end.
I'll be honest with you, Mary, there's parts of your truck laying beside you.
What? What? I'm done.
On top of the evidence, scientifically, that deputies had proving that Mary was the one who hit and killed her husband, deputies also went and talked to neighbors about what they heard that night, and many of them said it was not quiet.
How would you describe the noise that you heard? It was
Hit head-on collision with something.
just like,
It was loud. It was fucking louder than if you was hit a deer.
okay.
Yeah, it was louder than if you hit a deer. Because she must have, well, once you went over them, it's gonna make noise, and you're probably breaking ribs and every fucking thing else.
Okay.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I told you I was never near the situation, but kind of.
What would you, like, how'd it sound? Like,
Ooh. How would you make that kind of
Well,
crash? How would you kind of make that kind of crash? Hey, I mean, it was definitely something got hit.
In court documents, neighbors said they heard the sound of a crash and then a, quote, prolonged thud. Deputies say after an argument with Britton, Mary purposely drove over her husband, killing him. In court, prosecutors said that Britton may have been dragged roughly 48 feet. The prosecutor even went further, saying to anyone who would question just how far 48 feet would be like, he said, quote, I would certainly encourage them to drag a finger across a cheese grater for 1 inch with their body weight, not the weight of a truck. Terry's defense argued that she was so drunk that what happened could not have been an intentional act. Mary accepted a plea deal of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle, which is a lesser charge than what she was originally facing. The 50-year-old was sentenced to 10 years in prison. She will have a decade of supervised release after that. That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law&Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.